assembling cars, and then building trucks, and then distribution center for spare parts for the trucks, distribution for Europe, Africa and the Middle East. And here the main factory of Volvo, it's in Gothenburg in Sweden. That's why there is a line from Gothenburg in Sweden to Lyon in France. And every day a boat is coming with containers and cargo from Gothenburg to Gent, and then they are going with the train to Lyon in the south of France. And here the port of Gent on your right side, it's also for, you will see fruit juice coming from Brazil, and then also a lot of soya beans. You see the silos here on your right side, it's with soya beans. We will arrive on the Church St. Jacob here in Gent. And just like I say, we distributed the radio systems for the people here.
Hello, welcome to Gent. Sorry for the mess up, but now we're all good, so I hope we can get started and enjoy this beautiful city. My name is Janne. It's a Dutch version of Jane. J-A-N-N-E. Janne. If you forget, you can say Jane because you look very confused. I'm from the countryside, 1 hour from here, not far from Bruges. I think you're going to Bruges after this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I speak the Bruges dialect. They love to see me coming there. But in 2010 I came here to Ghent as a student. It's a big university city and I loved it right away. I left for a few years to Brussels. Oh, I'm sorry. No, not everyone has
It's quite alright.
Okay. I left for Brussels for a few years, but I felt Ghent was always pulling me back. My friends were here, and I would say the most fun was here too. So since 2017 I live here again, and now I'm never going to leave again because I studied 3 years to be a city guide. So it would be really silly if I leave because then I have to start over again. So I'm a full-time city guide and tour leader as well, and my favorite place to guide is right here in Ghent, my city, and we will pass even not far from there.
over there and try to take a picture.
Here we have a second medieval street, but it's not famous because it's medieval. It's famous because it is a legal graffiti zone. And the oldest legal graffiti zone
guy
in
behind
Gent, it's from 1995. They came up with the idea because there was a lot of illegal graffiti in Gent. There still is, right behind you. But if you make a legal zone, then you severely reduce the amount of illegal graffiti. And today we have 6 legal graffiti zones. This is the smallest one, so the others are even much bigger. Now we're gonna walk through it and I have to give you one big warning. Do not lean against the wall. There is fresh graffiti every day. Everybody is allowed, also you, to come here and spray some paint on the walls. You bring a ladder and you paint something up high so it stays longer than 2 days. Otherwise, they might be painting right away. Now, some people see graffiti as ugly vandalism, but there is really art in the area. Layers of hierarchy in graffiti. The general unspoken rule is that you can only paint over something else if yours is better. Now here definitely stop here, young people to and then every 2 or 3 years they will make a reset of the street. What does it mean? They will paint the whole street in one color. Last time we did it was blue, and then you can start with a blank canvas again. Because some artists would paint the whole street. Not with any of the pieces and space for one artist. They have to start something. Graffiti can also be political. Last year we had the biggest justice scandal in Belgium in more than 30 years. A young man died in a hazing ritual as a student, and the 18 students who were involved in this hazing ritual did horrible things to him. I won't repeat them. They finally got their court case and they were sentenced to €400 each.
Really?
Yes. Can you imagine? We were not happy to hear that. Then it turns out they will not make the names public. Usually during the trial they keep names quiet, but after the trial it's public knowledge. But no names, that's suspicious. And then it turns out some people did some digging on the dark internet, I guess. And these boys, these students, well now adults, they were all sons of important judges and lawyers and politicians. So a big scandal broke out. In the whole country we protested against it. Somebody found the names of the guys online and sprayed them here on the wall. Now the question is, I had some paint on my hand. The question is, do we have the right to be the judge? because turns out one of those names was not correct. It was a guy who was not involved, but he was stalked because people found his name. His parents' restaurant was trashed and they got bad reviews. Then turns out it wasn't him. So you know, it's a really difficult case. Everybody thought we should have the names, it should be the normal procedure, and it's not fair, €400 fine. A YouTuber who called them out that it's not correct got a bigger fine than those guys.
Good.
So in the whole country, and definitely in Gent, a progressive city, there were protests everywhere, and mostly in the shape of graffiti, putting out the names. I was here with a group, we saw the names, I told them the story, they took pictures. 1 hour later I was walking back to my bicycle without the group, they were already overpainted.
Wow.
Next morning I was here again with the group, the names were there. By the evening they were gone again. So you can create a whole political discussion in graffiti as well. On both sides, pieces by one famous artist, so right here, and you can see the famous glass on the window, he always signs his work, so that you follow him on Instagram. It's always black and white with a lot of skulls. He says he's the best artist in Gent. And I kind of agree, but I don't want to say it too much because he said it himself. I think others should do the judging. So you will see what we do tonight. And I'll show you one more.
See us. I know, but I wanted to
Hello.
try a little. Sure.
Hello, good morning, welcome in Gent. So, I think you don't know what they are, these beautiful red little cones, because those are the famous noses of Gent. It's the speciality of our city. And what are they? It's a mix of fruit. It's a marmalade of cherries, strawberry, raspberries, all together baked in the oven with Arabic gum. Arabic gum, it's a natural resin from the acacia tree. We are the last one who make them on the traditional way, the homemade quality, high level. And of course, if you look good in the city, you will also find them in the city, but I will give you a guarantee it will be never the same, because we make them on the traditional way with the Arabic gum. And mostly if you find them in the shops, they are not made on the traditional way, but they are made with gelatin. Now that's already a big difference, but how you can know it? If you buy noses, they are made with gelatin or with Arabic gum. Somebody has any idea? I don't think, because gelatin or Arabic gum don't have a smell or taste, you cannot know it. But you can check it, and the check is like this, ladies and gentlemen. I will show you. When I was a small boy, my father made them, my grandfather, now it's my turn, this is my son. My father made them, and he says to me, Sonny, if you eat noses, you have to check if they are made on the traditional way, they contain the Arabic gum. and they are not made with gelatin. So it's very important to know. And the check is like this, I will show you. And please, ladies and gentlemen, can I ask to don't laugh at me because my father was a quite serious guy, okay? So pay attention. To check if they are good made, you do it like this. First, you have to lick on it like this. And then, if you want to know if they are good made, they contain the Arabic gum and they are not made with gelatin. It's simple. You do like this, look. I say don't laugh. Of course it's funny and that's why I do it, but this is the proof you have the Arabic gum. If you do the same with the nose with gelatin, it doesn't work, okay? And that's important to know. And please, don't worry, no panic. This one, I put it on the side like before. If somebody wants a discount, is the moment. Okay? So, like I say, this is the original. Like you see, we have also green one, yellow one, and red one. Those are more for the people like you, with all respect for the tourists. Not because they are not good or less quality, not at all. They are the same. But this tastes like an apple, lemon, and strawberry. Okay, that's nothing special. A lot of things taste like apple, lemon, and strawberry. For this, you don't have to come to Gent. Those are very, very special. This is something you cannot compare with nothing else. That's why we call them the original. And that's why they are officially protected by the government as a typical product from Gent. Look, like I say in the beginning, it's a high level quality. It's a homemade quality. If they are fresh, and they are because we make them every day, fresh, we sell them a lot. You can keep them easily 4 or 5 weeks. You can take it home. It's a part of our city. Look, I say they are good, and I say they are traditional, and I say a lot of blah, blah, blah. But now, I will prove they are good, okay? I take this lady, yes, because you are the closest to me. Please, lady, don't put it on your head. Anyway, they are good, but you have to taste, you have to bite in it, and look to her face, how she reacts. Look, that's for you. Yeah, don't worry, they are soft inside, don't worry. Don't worry. You like it? You see, ladies and gentlemen, that's the problem. Everybody likes it. You can imagine the noses of Gent are already made in Gent for 200, 300 years. They are still very popular just because they are good. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, the nose of Gent. In the meantime, the guy just said to me, I have a nice group who is coming. You can try everybody. So I give it back. Everybody can pick one up, so you can try them. Okay, my son will give it back. And if you like, you can also buy it back with the mixed of everything or just the original, but that's up to you. Thank you so much for the attention. Have a nice day.
Styles of beer. Within the styles we have more than 6,000 beers, and they all come with their own shape of glass. I don't like beer so much, but my brother is a brewer here in Gent, professional brewer, so I know all about it because he never shuts up about it. And I just want to point out a few beers to you. For example, this one, Delirium, brewed 5 miles outside of Ghent. If you drink a lot of it, you might get into a delirium and start seeing pink elephants. So quite a local beer. We have Golden Dragon. It's a local beer because the moment you go around this corner, you will see the Golden Dragon on top of one of our towers where we're headed. So local beer. If any ladies who don't like beer that much, yeah, that happens a lot, I'm one of them. Well, you could try one of these. Here on the top row, most brands will also have one fruit beer, cherry beer, and that's very popular. Also for men, but especially for women who don't usually like beer, but then the cherry beer, they'll be like, that's all right. Maybe I'll pick one more. Let's see. I'm looking for a specific one from Ghent. Maybe they sold out. That's no problem. I'll show you another one. Gruut. You're going to Bruges and you're going to learn all about Gruuthuizen. He was the richest man in Bruges because he had the monopoly for Gruut. And in the Middle Ages we drank a lot of beer already. It was safer than water to drink, but we didn't have hops yet. So how could you flavor the beer with a mix of spices and herbs? And that mix was named Gruut. The guy who traded it lived in Bruges, so you will for sure see his house and the museum there. But in Ghent we have one brewery who still makes it, not with hops, but with those mix of herbs and spices from the Middle Ages. So remember the Golden Dragon here. Take 2 steps to the left and look there on the tower. There is our Golden Dragon. And with a little cycle to the right, that's where we're headed for the day. Then we have these guys here. Open-minded, not so patriotic. But there's one thing we will say. companies, they're all the same price and the same length of time. So just look to anyone. And maybe one tip is you want to get on the boats where there are already some people who speak English. In 1913 we had a world fair in Ghent, a world exhibition. It still exists, the last one was in Dubai 2020 and it's to show the world all the new inventions. Blah, blah, blah. Now the world fair was 5 miles south of here, but they were expecting 10 million visitors. That's more than the population of Belgium at that time. So they know these visitors will visit the fair, but they will also visit the city center. And in 1913, we've had 100 years of industrial revolution. Remember the factories and the socialists, and everything is dirty. Literally, it's black. But for the World Fair, it's time to clean it up. So thanks to the World Fair, we have everything you see here, both the real ones and the fake ones. I want to point out some facades. First one is on the other side. It's the Marriott Hotel. Can you see it? It has two golden swans on its facade. And from the outside it looks like a medieval building. But if you would walk through that gate, through that door, you will arrive in a Marriott looking just like every other Marriott in the world. Modern architecture, well modern from 25 years ago, something like that.
Okay.
Now they wanted to change the facade, but the city of Ghent said, hang on, you have to keep the original. How did it look? They look at each other, then they next form apart. What would it mean if they're looking away from each other?
Hate? Hate?
Sorry?
Hate?
Hate?
Opposite?
Yeah, another opposite of love could be temporary love. Imagine you're a sailor and you've been on the road or on the water for a few months. You arrive in the port and you're looking for some temporary love. It was a brothel. Can you imagine why the Americans wanted to get rid of them? They were not allowed. They didn't have sex.
That's what I said. My pleasure.
drive here in the morning and I'm like, oh,
Wow.
I made the right choice to live here.
It's just incredible.
So this side, the medieval port, and you see the castle over there in the back, the highest part of the castle. And here we have the three towers. Now the best picture for the three towers is on here because then you have all three of them. I just wanted to show you the portal. I'll tell you something about the tower. And let the light of God come into your church. This is a special church because the tower is not above the entrance. 99% of Catholic churches, the tower will be on the west entrance. Here it's in the middle of the building. We did that to have more light coming. Now St. Nicholas Church is an important saint here, especially for the children of the opening. On the 6th of December, the 6th, not the 24th. St. Nicholas might visit your house. He comes not in a sledge, he comes on the roof with a horse, a white horse, and his helper Pete. Pete is carrying a big bag of gifts. And he climbs through your chimney and leaves your gifts there. So on the morning of the 6th of December, all Belgian children will run downstairs and find their gifts. It's a long tradition, and it stems actually from a Celtic tradition. But when Catholicism came here, they took the tradition, put a saint on it. They didn't want to change all the habits, but they just added something Catholic to it. The funny thing is that this tradition went overseas. And you made St. Nicholas Santa Claus, who's coming in the end of December. And now the weird thing, that tradition came back overseas. We have him too. So December is a really good month for children. It's also a really good month for me because my birthday is the 27th.
Oh wow!
But that's not so nice actually because then you get one gift for all the holidays together. That's what they always say. So St. Nicholas who brings gifts for the children. Now the tradition is also that on the 6th or the 7th you would take your gifts to school to show it to your friends. However, nowadays we have a lot of children who are not from the local backgrounds in schools. In Gent, the biggest group of migrants is Bulgarian. 1 in 25 pensions is Bulgarian. They don't have that tradition. It's really sad if you go to school and everybody is showing their gifts and you didn't get a gift. So in Gent, it's a local decision from the local government to have a budget for schools to buy some extra gifts. I think that's really nice.
아우, 야, 저 예쁘다.
This is the old. This is made Gothic style with a lot of decorations. I had a great time with you. Thank you very much. We enjoyed it. The Belfry is a UNESCO site.
Thank you
but
so much.
only the tower, not the whole city center like Bruges.
Oh, okay.
And that's exactly because of that modern thing we put up there.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very
Where did you
much.
get your eyes?
From my mother.
Ah!
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
very much.